What's going on, my dudes? Welcome to the channel. I'm QuittyBags, and today, my dudes, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a super easy automatic item sorter, and this automatic item sorter will sort up to 8 items that you place in one chest, and it'll sort them all into their category and down into their own chest. Now, this item sorter can be expanded by any amount you actually want, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to give you guys the items for just 8 items to start, and then you guys can expand in the future if you want to. So let's go ahead and get started on this video. Before we get started, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash the sub button because I could really appreciate your support. We're trying to get 60,000 subscribers, my dudes. All right, let's get started, show you what you need to build this. All right, so coming over to this chest right here, this is everything you need to do 8 items. So if you want to do 16 items, obviously double the items. Down here is an anvil and some blocks. We're going to need these for our filter blocks. We're going to be nicknaming these. I'll show you guys in just a little bit when we're done building the actual item sorter. And then, of course, you have your item frames if you want to put your item on the chest. That way it's easier to tell what chest is what. So let's go ahead, grab all these items, and let's go build this thing. All right, so to get started, all we're going to do is grab out our chests, 36 chests, yes, a lot of chests, and we're going to run 8 double chests down just like this. So just run 8 of them just like that. I believe it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to do another set of double chests over top of them just like this. Make sure to crouch while doing this. It makes it a lot faster and easier. So there you go. There's our 8 double chests lined up on top of each other. Next thing, we're going to come to the back, we're going to crouch, and we're going to place the hoppers into the chest. Now, how you know they're actually leading in, as you can see that tube going on, if you just right-click, you're going to open the chest. So make sure you crouch by using shift. So let's go ahead and just run these into there, just like that. So there you go. That is 16 hoppers ran into the back now. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab our stone block. Now, this stone block can be any block, long as it's not glass, I believe. And we're just going to run it right behind the hoppers, just like that. And then we're going to grab our redstone torches and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. Now we're going to go run another row of blocks over top of those blocks there, and then another row over top of the redstone torches, covering it up just like that. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab out our repeaters. Make sure it's your repeaters, not the comparators. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure those are leading into that redstone torch just like that. And then we're going to grab our blocks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. And then we're going to go do a row back here behind the repeaters just like that. Now, we need to grab our comparators. Our comparators, we're going to go on this side of the chest here, and we're going to actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. All right, next up, we're going to go ahead and run our redstone over top of all these stone blocks here, making sure all these comparators are connected just like that. So everything should be looking exactly like this so far, and we're almost done already. Can you believe it? Like, this thing is super easy to build. All right, now next, I want you to grab your hoppers out. We're going to crouch, and we're going to aim at the comparator. Don't aim at the hopper. Make sure it's aimed at the comparator. You'll be able to tell if you set it up right if the hopper is running into the comparator, like that. So we're just going to go ahead and go along here. We're going to place 8 more along here, just like that. So as you can see, all those are ran into the comparator, and they look really good. All right, our next step is we have to actually run another set of hoppers. So we're going to put a temp block right here. We can delete that one right there. And we're going to run hoppers across. Now, it depends what direction you want your items to filter towards. So actually, you know what? We're going to start from the right side because I like it from the right side. We're going to put a temporary block right here and here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the hoppers just facing this way. Just holding crouch, going along this way, as you guys can see. That way, these items are going to move from left to right. It just makes more sense for me. Then we're going to place a hopper here. And then we're going to do a double chest here. Just like that. Make sure to crouch while you're in the air. So basically, this will be where you throw your items to get sorted. They'll run along here all the way till the end, going into each category when we actually get and put the filters in. So that way, right now, we can actually put a chest at the end here as well. And basically, this chest will get anything that wasn't supposed to go in the item sorter will end up in this chest. Say, like, you know what I mean? You got all these lined up with certain materials. You by accident throw a material that you didn't want in there. It'll end up in here. Okay, so now that your item sorter is basically done, the next thing we need to do is we actually have to add some filter blocks. That way we can get this thing going. And we need to get 41 of every block that we want to filter. So say you want sand as one of your items. You want diamonds as one of your items. Redstone as one of your items. So we're going to get that started. So to start, let's just go grab our anvil. And we're going to grab some stone. And we're going to call this filter block. Now, you can name this anything you want. It doesn't matter. I just like to call it filter block so it's easy. We're going to grab that, and we're going to go into the hopper right here that's leading into the comparator. We're going to go in here, and all we're going to do is this. Just put 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So just go ahead and do that in every single hopper here. All right, once you have that done, you can officially decide what item you want to put in what. So I'm going to start it off by collecting up a few resources, and we'll put them in. All right, so I collected up all my resources. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Again, we're going to go into the hopper that runs into the comparator, and we're going to throw that in. Now, this will count down all the way to 41. So this iron will count down to 41. Once it hits 41, any additional iron that gets put through this filter system will drop down in the chest below. So as you can see, this iron's down here. We'll go again. We put it up here in this chest here, and it'll actually end up down here again, as you guys can see, and it won't go to the end because iron is the first thing on the list, and it has to go into this box instead of skipping over. Now I'm going to load up the rest of these items in here, and then we're going to do a test right at the end to make sure everything works proper. Now, you can also go ahead and throw your item frames on these chests if you want, and then, of course, throw your item that's in here on the item frame. All right, so now I have everything set up. As you guys can see, I have all my items put on my item frames. That way I can tell what's going to be in what chest. Now we're going to do the final test to make sure this thing 100% works. So what I'm going to do is I grabbed all these items. I grabbed 64 of every single item here, and I also grabbed some coarse dirt. Now, I'm just going to pretend I came home from a mining trip, blah, 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 blah. We're going to pump all this stuff into the chest, and then I'm even going to throw the dirt at the front to give the best example here. Now, the dirt technically has no filter for this, so the dirt should end up exactly at the end. So as you guys can see, the dirt's going to end up at the end because that's where it's supposed to lead, because it doesn't actually have an item to filter down into, like iron and diamonds and copper and all these different ores. So as we can see, slowly once this dirt is finishing here, the emeralds are making their way all the way to their spot. As we can see there, the emeralds are going into the large chest where it should be, and everything else will follow in that order and go to the correct spot, and anything you put in by accidentally will end up down here. Now, this is how it works. That is basically everything you need to know. Now, if you guys want to use this on certain farms, like raid farms, stuff like that, I will let you guys know this, that tools do not stack, totems do not stack. So remember, you can't actually use this item sorter for items that don't stack. Ender pearls, I believe it works with, even though I think ender pearls can only stack to 16. I'm pretty sure it works with. Let's do a test right now just to double check. All right, so we're going to try with stacks of 16 because I don't think I've actually tried this. I feel like I have, but I can't remember. So we're going to put 16 in there, and let's just wait until... Okay, so 16 goes down to 10, and now if I'm correct, when we throw ender pearls in here, they should end up in here. So as we can see, it's holding at the number 10. So I am correct. You can use ender pearls in this item sorter with stacks of 16. But for anything that does not stack, these item sorters will not work with, and it'll just clog the system. So if you want to use it as a clogger, you could in the future. But just to let you guys know, it has to be something that has to stack. All right, my dudes, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope this video helped you with figuring out how item sorters work and as well as how to make one. And remember, this is expandable. I've made one that's done like 500 items with like multiple floors, and it works like perfect. It was great. It just takes a little bit for the items to get through the sorter due to it being by hopper, because when it's through hopper, it has to like filter one item, like it has to do one item at a time versus a water flow. I'm pretty sure you can make ones that water flow over top of the hoppers with the filter there, and then that way it actually picks up the items that it can through the water flow. So maybe we'll do a video on a water flow item sorter in the future. If you guys are interested in that, make sure to drop in the comments, let me know. If you guys have anything you guys want me to build personally, let me know. I would love to do it. If you need a gold farm, an XP farm, we have tons of farms on this channel. Definitely go check those out. So thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash sub. If you enjoyed the video, smash like, and I will see you dudes in the next Minecraft video. Peace out, my dudes.